Now we're live.
Sorry about that. We had a little technical malfunction. Childers delivers. Swung a ground ball on the left side. Parmley fields it, throws to third to get the lead runner, 2 out in the inning. Up next for the Lions, center fielder, number 7, Brady Moore. 2 down. Here in the top half of the first inning, the Lions have runners at first and second. Their center fielder, Brady Moore, at the plate.
Courtesy runner number 6.
Courtesy running for the Lions. Who is that? Martin?
L. Martin, I don't know. Let's see.
Courtesy running for the Lions, number 6, Martin. Childers a little high. Ball 1. Count on the batter.
Lane Martin.
Runners at first and second, 2 out. Call strike. Was a little late with the broadcast. The leadoff batter for the Scotts Hill Lions hit the first pitch of the ball game over the boards down the right field line, and they have a 1-0 lead. Swing, a foul ball. 2 strikes on the batter. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Peyton Childers on the mound. He's on the rubber. He's throwing out of the stretch, trying to hold the damage to just 1 run here in the first inning. And it's a swing, foul ball down the right field line. Scotts Hill undefeated in district play. They're 4-0. Bobcats 2-2, so it's a big district game for both teams. Swing a ground ball to the right side, and it gets between the first baseman and the second baseman. And the runners are held up. Nobody scored. It's bases loaded for the Lions. Up for the Lions, left fielder number 3, Charlie Lowry. He didn't even get... Strike 1 called on the batter. Probably hit, Chris.
He's not going to get that in a second.
And Childers delivers a little off the plate. Even up count. 1-1, 2 outs. Peyton, he's out of the windup. And he delivers ball off the plate a little high. 2-1.
What's that wind whipping?
2 down. Childers are trying to get out of this inning with just 1 run scored, and he's worked the count to 3 balls, 3-1. Batter for the Lions, Lowry, he takes a pitch right down the pipe, full count, 3-2, 2 out. The base runners will be off and running as soon as the pitch is delivered. And it's a foul ball off the screen. The runners make their way back. Childers, he's got the ball and he's on the rubber. He gets a sign from Yop. Swing and a line drive to the center fielder, Will Jones, and he makes the play. Childers gets out in just 1 run scored. The Lions have
1 on 2 hits.
1 hit.
1 run on 2 hits.
1 run, 2 hits for the Lions, and they leave them loaded. In the top half of the first inning, the Lions, they have a hit, score a run, and leave the bases loaded. 1-0. Due up for the Bobcats. Bottom half of the first inning, Braden Rickman, Drew Yacht, and Nicholson Sparks.
Looky there to get out of that one. He smoked that ball right there, too.
Let's see. Pitcher for the Skytail Lions, Jonathan Alexander. One of the preseason picks for a couple of the top pitchers in the District 14 AA. Both of them are on the Skytail Lions. This is their, I don't know if he's their number 1 or their number 2, a righty. Rickman will be leading off for the Bobcats. Up for the Bobcats, your DH today, number 10, Braden Rickman. Bobcats in their home white uniforms and the Lions in the smoky gray guest uniform. And it's called low, ball 1 on the batter, Rickman. Off the plate, 2-0. Off the plate as well, 3-0 count. Rickman tried to get on base here, top of the lineup. Bobcats looking to get a run here to even up the, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Up next for the Bobcats, your catcher today, number 13, Drew Yap. Braden Rickman's on at first. Nobody out. Yap's a batter. And a pickoff attempt from Alexander. Rickman's back in at first, safely. Drew Yap digs in. And it's taken low. 5 balls in a row for Alexander. A little shaky here in the top of the correction in the bottom of the first. And call strike. Even up 1-1's a count. Yop swings, and it's a line drive over the second baseman. Right fielder fields the ball on a couple of hops. Clean single for Yop. We got the Bobcats have runners at first and second. Courtesy running for the Bobcats, number 8, Peyton Brown. At the plate for the Cats, your left fielder today, number 7, Nicholson Sparks. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the first 2 batters have reached for the Bobcats, and Sparks hitting third in the lineup today. He digs in. Swing and a miss. Ball off the plate just a little bit. Rickman with a walk so far, and Yop with a clean single to the right fielder. And call, strike 2, Sparks. 0-2 count on the batter. He looks down at Coach Franks, gets a sign, digs in, and swing a foul ball down the right field line about 5 feet foul.
Huh? Yeah.
0-2's the count. Sparks back in the box. He's got the sign from Coach Franks. And it calls time.
Chris,
Alexander,
his dad,
taking a peek back at Rickman, runner at second. And
Thought he balked.
Sparks back in the box. Swing and a miss, and the catcher throws down the first, gets by the first baseman, and they throw out the courtesy runner, Brown, trying to make his way to second on the overthrow. It's a 2 down for the Lions. Rickman's at third. Up for the Bobcats, your third baseman, number 9, Lucas Hively. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning by Sparks, and they pick off Peyton Brown, trying to get to second base on the overthrow that got under the first baseman. Hively takes strike 1. Tying run 90 feet away. 1-1's the count. Chris, is Hively still leading the team in hitting so far this year?
So.
Hively's been the best hitter for the Bobcats so far in the first 8 games of the year. 2-1. We need a hit here. Tying run at third, 90 feet away. And the ball gets by the catcher, Rickman, with a late break, and he is in safely at home. And the Bobcats have tied this game up 1-1, 2 down. Hively still at the plate, 3-1 count. Ball got away from the catcher on a wild pitch, and it was unable to find it. Rickman hesitated, but was able to score. And we've tied it up. Hively takes call strike, full count, 3-2. Good take. That's a tough pitch when it goes down.
Yeah, it was. I've been off the play inside.
And he's able to foul off a good pitch. 3-2 count. Hively, he slides his hands up the bat, choked up on the bat, trying to make contact, get on the bag here for the Bobcats. Swing a ground ball to the second baseman, and he feels it and throws Hively out at first. We're tied up 1-1 after 1. Do we have 1 hit and 1 run?
1 hit, 1 run.
In the bottom half of the first, the Bobcats tie the ball game up. They score a run on 1 hit. And we're tied up 1-1, due up for the Lions in the top half of the second inning. Is it Mooney?
Mooney.
Logan Mooney, Nathan Lewis, and Hunter Beecham.
Beecham won 1 yard.
Mm-hmm. Right down the line.
I was watching on Facebook. Checked it.
Barely inside the foul ball.
Devo up there, up arms. That's Jerry
Marsh.
Devo. He's lost some pounds.
He looks bad.
Something wrong?
And Childress, he's completed his warm-ups here in between innings, and we're ready to get the second inning underway. Up for the Lions, third baseman, number 18, Logan Mooney. And we're tied up here at Bobcat Park. First pitch of the second inning by Childers, a foul back. Swing and a line drive to the left fielder, Nicholson Sparks, for the first out of the inning. Up for the Lions, your catcher today, number 12, Nathan Lewis. Peyton Childers was able to work out of a bases-loaded jam in the top of the first. He gave up a solo homer to the leadoff batter on deck, Hunter Beecham. So, trying to keep the bases empty here. The number 9 batter in the lineup for the Lions. And Childers got a 2-0 count on the batter. Swing and a fly ball to center field. Will Jones going back. He's over his head, short, just shy of the track. And it's going to be a stand-up double for the catcher for the Lions, Nathan Lewis. 1 out. They've got a runner in scoring position. Up for the Lions, DH number 9, Hunter Beecham. This is number 8. Courtesy running for the Lions, number 8, Cruz. Childers has got 1 out. Runner at second. Leadoff batter for the Lions up. Switch hitter, Hunter Beecham. He hit left-handed his first at bat with a solo homer. Now he digs in on the right side. 0-1's the count. Just off the plate, even up 1-1. Beecham takes a pitch inside, 2-1's the count. Childers gets a sign from Drew Yop. And swing a ground ball to the third baseman, Heimel. He knocks it down. Throws across the diamond, able to get the runner at first, and the runner at second, courtesy running for the Lions. Cruz, he moves up to third base, 2 down in the inning. Up next, for the Lions, number 15, Heisman Austin. Childers 2 down, a runner at third, 90 feet away. Trying to keep the line scoreless here in the second inning. Ball's off the plate. Hively was able to knock it down and get out at first on the previous batter, Beecham. 2-0's the count, and swing a foul ball, 2-1.
Parker warming up in the bullpen.
Peyton Childers working quick. He gets a sign, hits the batter. Going to be runners at the corners for the Lions. Up next for the Lions, first baseman number 22, Hunter Manus. Coach Frank's out of the dugout. Childers in trouble again here in the second inning. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Quick shout out to the McNary Central Lady Bobcats. They're on the Gulf Coast in a softball tournament at, where they at, Chris?
Gulf Shores.
They're at Gulf Shores. They played 2 this morning, won both games, and they play 2 games tomorrow. Good luck to the Lady Bobcats. Childers, he's back. He's on the mound and he's towed the rubber. Manus batter for the Lions. He digs in, left-handed batter. He's got a swing, and it's going to be a line drive single to the left fielder, and that's going to be a clean RBI single. And the Scottsdale Lions have scored again. They take a 2-1 lead. Up for the Lions, right fielder number 1, Colton McPeak. 2 down. Runners at first and second for the Lions. Childers with 2 outs trying to keep the damage to just 1 run here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Even up to count 1-1. McPeak is the batter for the Lions. Ball's off the plate. 2-1's the count. Runner in scoring position at second for the Lions. And a swing, a foul ball back to the screen. 2-2. Big pitch right here in the ball game for Peyton Childers. 2 down here in the second inning. And he's swinging a miss. Yacht picks it up off the screen, throws him out at first, and that'll take care of that. 1 run score for the Lions. 2-1 lead. What'd it get, Chris?
1 on 2 hits. Leave 2 stranded.
In the top half of the second, the Lions score 1 on a couple of hits and leave 2 stranded. 2-1, headed to the bottom of second and due up for the Bobcats.
Jones, Worthy, Deaton.
Connor Jones, Ben Worthy, and Will Deaton.
They beat out. No hit. If you're in Lakes, they had a runner on third. There you go, 1 out. Get fouled.
And Alexander, he completes his warm-ups here in between innings. Up for the Bobcats, bottom half of the second inning. Your second baseman, number 12, Connor Jones. And the Bobcats. Jones swings. Hits it right back to the pitcher, Alexander, and he's able to field and gets him at first. 1 out in the inning. Up next for the Bobcats, right fielder, number 23, Ben Worthy. 1 pitch, 1 out in the inning for Alexander. Worthy's left-handed batter here for the Bobcats. Takes a call strike. Call strike 2. 0-2's the count on Worthy. And takes the ball off the plate. 1-2's the count.
Same pitch, wasn't it?
That's what I think.
Bobcats trying to get a run, even the ball game back up. Swing a foul ball off the screen that protects the dugout. And Worthy swings and misses. 2 down for the Bobcats. Up next for the Bobcats, first baseman, number 45, Will Deaton. Two down here in the second inning for Lions pitcher Jonathan Alexander, and the first pitch to Will Deaton is fouled off. Out in the parking lot, 0-1's a count.
Oh, yeah.
Swing and a miss. Oh, 2's the count. 2 down. And a foul ball out in the parking lot. Deaton batting 7th in the lineup today for the Bobcats. Tanner Parmley on deck. And he's worked the count full. Correction, 2. 2-2's the count on the batter. And call strike 3. No runs for the Bobcats. No runs, no hits for the Bobcats. Through 2 complete. Score. Lions 2 and Your Bobcats won.
Alexander Moore Lowry.
Due up for the Lions in the top half of the third inning. Jonathan Alexander, Brady Moore, and Charlie Lowry. As many of you Bobcat fans know, Coach Ken Hutchinson was hit by a foul ball off the bat of one of the Bobcat batters down at Bolivar last Saturday. He is at home. He will have surgery later on in the week. So I'm sure Coach Ken and his family would appreciate your thoughts and prayers. And hopefully Coach Ken can make a recovery and come back out and be back on the field with the Bobcats this year. And Childers, he's completed the warm-up pitches here between innings, top of the third. He's down 2-1. Up for the Lions, number 21, Jonathan Alexander. And a first pitch swing and a miss. Foul back to the screen. And a foul ball. 0-2's the count on Alexander, the pitcher for the Lions today. Ball in the dirt. 1-2's the count. Off the plate, 2-2. What is Childers' pitch count here through 2 1/3? Through 2 complete, really.
51.
51 pitches for Peyton Childers. He's off the plate, full count. Alexander starting with an 0-2, and he's worked it full. And Childers has walked him. Leadoff batter here in the third inning. He walks for the Lions. Up next for the Lions, number 7, Brady Moore. Childers keeps an eye on the runner at first. Swing, and that's going to be a single down the left field line. Past Hively at third. Runners move up 90 feet. First and second, nobody out for the Lions. Up next for the Lions, number 3, Charlie Lowry.
That's all. Yeah, he's going to do it for Peyton.
Coach Franks is out of the dugout, making his way to the mound, and he takes the ball away from Peyton Childers. That will bring on the pitching change for the Bobcats. Coming in from the bullpen, number 18 gets the ball, Parker Childers. He's going to take over here in the third inning, nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Lions. Parker had a rough outing his last time on the mound for the Bobcats. He was at Chester County, was under the weather. So hopefully he's over that and able to shut the Lions down here and keep this a one-run game here in the third inning. Coach Dancers brought some Cracker Jacks up here to the press box and we can't get the bag open. Unbelievable. We're starving up here. We can't get the Cracker Jacks open.
Trick bag.
Oh, we got it now.
Trick bag. Some Cracker Jacks.
Okay, looks like we're about ready to Parker Childers. No outs. Runners at first and second. 1-run ball game. Here in the top of the third. Batter for the Lions, number 3, Lowry. And Childers call strike. Pitch right on the inside part of the plate. Lowry, the batter, he's in the right-handed batter for the Lions. Shows a bunt, pulls it back. 1-1's the count. Childers, he takes a peek at the runner at second, and Yop is able to keep the ball in front of him. Runners don't advance. 2-1's the count. Larry showed bunt but pulled it back. And he drops a bat. And bunt. And Yop is thrown behind the runner. And they've got him in a rundown between second and third. Hively throws back to second, and they get the runner out at second. Big out for the Bobcats. 1 out.
Here's the pitch.
I think it's 20 minutes.
It was a bunt attempt. It should be 2-2. 2-2's the count. 1 out. Big out by the Bobcats defense. Yop throws in behind the runner, and they get him in a rundown and tag him out on trying to get back to second. And strike 3 on the batter. 2 down. Parker Childers come in and got 2 big outs in a hurry for the Bobcats here in the third inning. For the Lions, number 18, Logan Mooney. 2 down, runner at first. Parker Childers trying to get out of the inning with no run scored. Swing, and it's a fly ball to center field. Will Jones going back. And he is able to make the catch just short of the wall. No run scored. Beautiful pitching performance coming in out of the bullpen. Parker Childers, and we put the Bobcats hold the line scoreless in the third. We're still down 2-1. They have 2 hits, 1 hit. What was that, Chris?
No runs on 1 hit.
In the top half of the third, the Lions unable to score on a hit. They leave 1 stranded. Headed to the bottom of the third, score. Lions 2 and your Bobcats 1 due up for the Cats.
Tanner Parmley.
In the bottom half of the third inning, Tanner Parmley, Will Jones, and Braden Rickman.
That's big right there.
Yeah, he must have thought they're still man on base. I hope him on.
Parker Childers coming in out of the bullpen on a cold day and gets the Lions out. He faced a situation, runners on first and second, nobody out. And he goosed them. Up for the Bobcats, shortstop, number 5, Tanner Parmley. And Tanner Parmley, he digs in. Bottom of the third, Bobcats down 1. 2-1's a score on the scoreboard. Call strike.
It's his first.
And Parmley swings a ground ball on the right side of the infield to the second baseman. He fields it and throws him out. 1 out. for the Lions. Up next for the Bobcats are center fielder, number 24, Will Jones. I don't know if you were able to see it on the Facebook live broadcast, but Will Jones made a diving catch out there in center field for the third out of the inning. He digs in and take a call strike. And it's a ball called by the home plate umpire, Chad Goff. 1-1's the count. And Jones, he drops a bat. Looking for a blunt single. Pulls it back. 2-1's the count. And call strike two. Even up 2-2 on the batter, Will Jones. Hitting ninth in the lineup for the Bobcats today. And call strike three. 2 down for the Lions in the bottom of the third inning. Up for the Bobcats, number 10, Braden Rickman. Back to the top of the lineup for the Bobcats. Your DH today, Braden Rickman. He walked his first at bat in this ball game and scored the only run for the Bobcats. He swings on the first pitch, and it's a foul ball down the left field line. He was able to score the only run for the Bobcats on a pass ball or a wild pitch in the bottom half of the first inning. And off the plate, 1-1's the count on Rickman. No, a little low. 2-1.
2-1. Rickman's got a 531 OB.
Rickman, leadoff batter for the Bobcats. Good swing, fouls it back to the screen. 2-2's the count on the batter, Braden Rickman. And he fouls off a good pitch by Alexander, the pitcher for the Lions. Alexander may be the hardest throwing pitcher the Bobcats faced this year. Early in the season, the Bobcats with a record of 5 wins and 3 losses. Rickman, he stays alive, just gets a piece of it to another foul ball. And Rickman really battling. How many pitches into the bat is he, Chris?
Oh, he's a lot. Checking.
Should be about 7 or 8 pitches into the bat. Another foul ball.
It'll be the 8th pitch that we got.
8 so far? And Alexander, he delivers. Taking 3-2 full count. Great at bat right here by the Bobcats leadoff batter, Braden Rickman. Trying to get a runner on. And another foul ball. 10 pitch at bat so far by Rickman. Pitch count for Alexander in the game, 2 2/3, Chris. What's Alexander's pitch count?
47.
47 on the game for Alexander. And ball off the plate, great at bat by Braden Rickman. He's on the bag at first, 2 down. Drew Yop up for the Bobcats, catching today. Up next for the Bobcats, number 13, Drew. Yeah. Yop had a clean single to the right fielder his first at bat. 2 down. Rickman's a runner at first. And first pitch is low. Ball 1. Yop, he digs in. Swings, foul ball. Evens up the count. 1-1. Had a good pitch to hit to the right side. Just missed it.
Got a big gap between left and center.
Yops is hitting second in the lineup today. Pick-off attempt by Alexander. Rickman's able to get back into first safely. And Yop, good eye, takes a pitch. It's off the plate, 2-1, low. Big hole on the right side for Yop as they're holding Rickman on with the first baseman. 3-1's the count. And Yop, he's looking for something right down the pipe. Big gap on the right side in the outfield and on the infield. Ooh. And he gets hit by pitch. 2 runners on for the Bobcats. Up next for the Bobcats, number 7, Nicholson Sparks. Courtesy running for the Bobcats, number 8, Peyton Brown. Bobcats battling back here in the bottom of the third. First 2 batters got out. Rickman with worked his way into a walk, and Yop hit by pitch. And we got runners at first and second. 2 down. Sparks is the batter for the Bobcats. And he's ahead in the count, 1-0.
Alexander, 24 pitches, been this inning.
Yeah, this is a good inning for the Bobcats. We need to squeeze a run out of this some way. A hit, a score, the runner from second, Rickman. Swing, a pop-up. It's up in the air, headed toward the center fielder, but the second baseman drifts back, calls it out, makes the play. And that'll do it for the bottom of the third. What do we have? No
runs, no hits, 2 stranded.
In the bottom of the third, no runs, no hits, a couple of runners stranded for the Bobcats through 3 complete. Score remains the same, lines 2. And the Bobcats 1. Due up for the Lions in the top half of the 4th inning. Where they at?
Lewis, Beecham, Austin.
Nathan Lewis, Hunter Beecham, and Heisman Austin. Parker Childers back on the mound for the Bobcats, throwing his warm-up pitches in between innings. He was able to come out of the bullpen and shut the Lions down, blanked them in the 3rd inning. Bobcats trying to stay just 1 run down in this ball game. Off for the Lions, number 12, Nathan Lewis. Lewis doubled his first at bat in this ball game over the center fielder Will Jones. Jones takes a few steps back. He's playing deep in center. And the first pitch from Parker Childers here in the 4th inning's call, strike 1. Strike 2 on the batter. 0-2's the count. A good 0-2 pitch by Childers. 1-2's the count on the batter. Ball's in the dirt. Parker Childers back on his game. He had a rough outing at Chester County last week, but looks like he's overcome his injuries, and he is throwing the ball well today. Swing a ball to the right fielder, Ben Worthy. He's under it. And that's going to be 1 out here in the top half of the 4th inning. Off of the lines, number 9, Hunter Beecham. Leadoff batter for the Lions in the top half of the 4th inning. Hunter Beecham, he opened the game with a first pitch solo homer over the right field wall. He takes a call, strike 1 here in the 4th inning.
Somebody's been there 100 years.
And he pops it up on the infield. Connor Jones underneath it. 2 hands. Makes the play. 2 down for the Bobcats. Up next for the Lions, number 15, Heisman Austin. 2 down. Childers, he gets a sign and delivers a little high. 1-0. Swing, a pop up down the right field line. It's going to drift out of play. 1-1's the count on the batter. Call, strike. Beautiful pitch by Parker Childers. 1-2's the count on the batter. And he takes a ball off the plate a little low. 2-2. Good stop by Bobcat catcher number 13, Drew Yacht. Off the plate, full counts on the batter, 3-2. Childers trying to keep the Lions off the base path. And swing, it's a ground ball, and it's going to be a foul ball down the left field line. Hively feels it, but in foul territory. And the batter for the Lions makes his way back into the batter's box. Yeah, call, strike 3. Beautiful pitch on the inside corner for Parker Childers. Nothing for the Lions. We're still, ball game remains the same. Lions 2, Bobcats 1. No runs, no hits for the Lions in the top of the 4th. Game remains the same. Lions 2, Bobcats 1. Due up for the Bobcats in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Hively, Connor Jones, Worthy.
Lucas Hively, Connor Jones, and Ben Worthy. One-run ball game here, McNairy Central. Alexander, the pitcher for the Lions, he completes his warm-up pitches. All for the Bobcats, your third baseman, number 9, Lucas Hively. Hively steps in. Bobcats looking to get a couple of runners here on in the 4th inning, tie this ball game up. Hively swings at the first pitch. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. He throws low, and the first baseman unable to pick it up. And that's going to be a runner for the Cats. An error on the shortstop on the throw. Up for the Bobcats, second baseman, number 12, Connor Jones. Just what the Bobcats need. Tying run at first, nobody out. Connor Jones, one of the Bobcats' top hitters so far early in the season for the Bobcats. And he takes a pitch off the plate. Highway's a runner at first. Alexander pitcher for the Lions. He takes a look, throws over. Highway's able to get back safely. Connor Jones, he's at the digs in. Swing, and it's going to be a hit. Ball in between the left fielder and the center fielder. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the fourth inning for the Bobcats. Up next for the Bobcats, your right fielder, number 23, Ben Worthy. Ben Worthy steps in. Big position here for Mr. Worthy's hitting sixth in the lineup. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Worthy, left-handed batter, and he takes a ball off the plate. 1-0 the count. So far this year, he's got at least 3 pitch hit singles for the Bobcats. In the starting lineup today, swing and a miss. He was trying to take that one over the boards, Coach Detzer.
He's to make contact.
1-1. Worthy, he digs in, and Alexander takes a peek at the runner at second. Coach Franks calls time. Bobcats, they're looking to tie this ball game up or possibly take the lead here in the fourth inning. Coach Franks talking to Bobcat batter Ben Worthy along with the on-deck batter Will Deaton.
What are we doing?
And Coach Franks looks into the dugout. And we're going to have a pinch hitter coming in off the bench for the Bobcats to pinch hit. Is number 21, Stone Tig. And Tig, he is also a left-handed batter. 1-1's the count on Tig. And he squares the bunt and lays it down. Perfect. Fielded by the pitcher, Alexander. He throws to first, and beautiful execution by Stone Tig. Moves the runners up in scoring position. Bobcats have runners at second and third with 1 out. Up next for the Bobcats, number 45, Will Deaton. Stone Tig comes in, executes, sacrifice bunt, and the Bobcats have runners in scoring position, 1 out. Connor Jones at second, and Lucas Hively at third. Deaton's at the plate. He swings the ball off the plate. A little anxious for Bobcat batter Will Deaton. Trying to make something happen here. 1 out. Alexander, he's out of the windup, and foul ball into the Scotts Hill dugout. 0-2's the count on the batter.
That's exactly how it looks Saturday.
And
He's throwing a
Deaton
foot outside.
swing, foul ball,
Didn't get that far.
out in the parking lot.
Deaton swinging a telephone pole. We got a 34-inch.
Bobcats need a hit. A hit could possibly score 2, and they could take the lead. Tying runs 90 feet away at third, and it's going to be a single by Deaton on the left side between the third baseman and the shortstop. And the Bobcats have tied this ball game up 2-2. RBI single by Will Deaton. Coach Franks looks at Coach Riley. Coach Riley, first base coach, and Coach Franks is the third base coach. And we're going to have a substitution coming out of the... We've got a pitch running for the Bobcats. Number 32, Sloan Atkinson. And at the plate for the Bobcats, number 5, Tanner Parmley. Sloan Atkinson comes in to pinch run for Will Deaton. Big RBI single by Will Deaton. And we've tied this ball game up 2-2. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Parmley, he's the batter for the Bobcats. And he takes a call strike, tough. Good pitch by Lions pitcher number 21, Alexander, right in on the hands of Parmley. And a runner at first, hit and run, executed perfectly. Tanner Parmley, he's got a hit to the right side. And right fielder throws to third, trying to get the temple runner Sloan Atkinson. He's safe at third. Parmley moves up to second. Connor Jones scores from third, and the Bobcats are taking the lead, 3-2. Up for the Bobcats.
Well, I mean, if he had a stop, he was going to get there easy.
Yeah.
Coach Franks, timeout on the field. Coach Harkin for the, did I say that right, Chris?
Coach Harkin.
Coach Harkin for the Lions. He makes his way out of the dugout. Goes to the mound and has a meeting on the mound with the catcher and the pitcher for the Lions. Coach Riley and Coach Franks, they're at home plate talking with the Bobcat batter, Will Jones. A big RBI single, 2 back-to-back RBI singles in the inning for the Bobcats. Will Deaton with RBI single, and Tanner Parmley with an RBI single. Moved up to second on the throw from the right fielder for the Lions, and the Bobcats have scored 2 in the 4th inning with 1 out. Runners at second and third.
You gonna call it?
Will Jones hitting 9th in the lineup for the Bobcats. And this could be a big at bat right here in the middle of the ball game. Bottom of the 4th inning. 1 out. And Jones, he drops a bat, attempts to bunt, pulls it back, pitches inside. 1-0 is the count. And he lays down a bunt perfectly on the right side. Alexander's able to field it. And he gets the runner at first by half a step, if that. Beautiful bunt. RBI bunt by sacrifice bunt by Will Jones. And another run scores for the Bobcats. And we've taken a 2-run lead here. 4-2 Cats. Off for the Bobcats. Number 10, Braden Rickman. 2 down, 3 runs have scored here in the 4th inning for the Bobcats. Rickman, he swings. He was fooled on the pitch. 0-1, ball's in the dirt. Tanner Parmley down at third, 90 feet away from scoring the 4th run in the inning for the Bobcats. Rickman, the leadoff batter for the Cats today. Swing, and it's a foul ball. He's 0-2.
Want to battle again.
Be nice for another 12 pitch at bat.
Great at bat. His previous at bat, he worked a walk after being count 0-2, and he battled back with 10 pitch at bat to work a walk off of Alexander. 1-2's the count on Rickman. Catcher sets up outside, off a plate, 2-2. Rickman in the leadoff slot. He's looking to work a walk, get hit, get a single, anything to get on base. Swing and a miss. A good inning for the Bobcats. They scored 3. What's the count, Chris?
3 on 3 hits.
In the bottom half of the 4th inning, the Bobcats scored 3 on 3 hits, leave 1 stranded, and they take a lead in the ball game. Headed to the 5th inning. Score Bobcats 4 and the Lions 2. Who's up for them?
Manus, McPeak, Alexander.
Up for the Lions in the top half of the 5th inning, Hunter Manus, Colton McPeak, and Jonathan Alexander. And the Bobcats put up 3 in the 4th inning to take a 4-2 lead. Parker Childers back out on the mound. He's got a 2-run lead to work with. Top of the 5th. A lot of game left. Lions in the middle of the heart of their batting lineup. 3, 4, and 5 due up here in the 5th inning for Childers. Due up to face Childers, excuse me. And Parker Childers has completed his warm-up pitches. Yop, he throws it down to second, and we're ready to get the 5th inning underway. Off of the Lions, number 22, Hunter Manus. Parker Childers, he's on the rubber, and he gets the sign, and he delivers. Swing and a miss right down the pipe. Blew it by the batter for the Lions, number 22, Hunter Manus. Swing, foul ball back in the screen. 0-2's the count.
Northside giving Langston all they want.
Really?
2-1. Top 5.
And Childers, he gets a sign from Drew Yop. Off the plate. Another good 0-2 pitch. 1-2's the count on the Lions batter. And swing and a miss for the first out here in the 5th inning for Parker Childers. Off for the Lions, number 1, Colton McPeak. And on the first pitch, swing, ground ball to Connor Jones, playing second, over to Will Deaton, and that's the second out of the inning here in the 5th inning for Parker Childers. Up for the Lions, number 21, Jonathan Alexander. 2 down, 2 up, 2 down so far in the 5th inning for Parker Childers. And Alexander, the pitcher for the Lions today, he's digs in the box, takes a call strike. 0-1. Childers working quick. 1-1's the count. Yop, he's putting the sign down, and Childers is kicking and firing, swing and a miss. 1-2's the count. Childers looking for a 1-2-3 inning right here in the 5th. Off the plate, 2-2.
10 pitches, that's it. Get him right here.
Childers, he's throwing the ball inside, off the plate. Full count, 3-2.
Why wouldn't you stand there and take it?
And he gets a sign from Yop. Swing, a fly ball to the right fielder. He drifts back to the wall, and it's down off the wall, and the runner is rounding second, making his way to third, throw to third, and the Lions, Jonathan Alexander, he slides in safely at third. 2 down, and the Lions have a runner at third. Ben Worthy, the right fielder for the Bobcats, run into the wall almost at the 285 sign, but he tells Coach Franks he's okay. Courtesy running for, who is this? Courtesy running for the Lions, number 6, Martin. 2 down. The Lions have a runner at third. Off for the Lions, number 7, Brady Moore. Center fielder for the Lions, Brady Moore. He digs in. And Parker Childers trying to keep the Lions scoreless here in the 5th inning. They have a runner at third with 2 outs. Swing, and that's a fly ball to the right fielder. Worthy's over, makes the play. No runs on a hit. In the top half of the 5th, the Lions unable to score. They have a hit. Leave him stranded. Through 4 1/2. The score. Bobcats 4 and the Lions 2. Due up for the Bobcats in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Who is it?
Yeah.
Drew Yop, Nicholson Sparks, and Lucas Hively. Worthy's able to come back and make the final out in right field on a fly ball for the 3rd out of the inning, and Childers come in and shut the Lions down, making his way out of the bullpen. Alexander, starter for the Lions, still in the game. He's thrown his warm-up pitches in between innings here, and we're ready to get the bottom of the 5th underway. Up for the Bobcats, number 13, Drew Yop. Bobcat catcher Drew Yop at the plate, hitting second in the lineup today for the Bobcats. And the Cats looking to add a couple of runs here in the 5th inning. First pitch taken off the plate inside. Swing, a pop-up on the right side. The first baseman is calling for it, and he makes a catch. 1 out in the inning. Off for the Bobcats. Left fielder, number 7, Nicholson Sparks. Bobcats with a 4-2 lead here in the 5th inning. Another cool spring night here at the baseball park at McNair Central. Pitch is low. All the fans bundled up in blankets, heaters. But a quality high school game on the field. Bobcats have the lead, 4-2. Nicholson Sparks, he's the batter for the Bobcats. He's got a 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. 2-1's the count on Sparks. Swing, a ground ball to the line shortstop, and he fields it clean. Able to throw Sparks out by a couple of steps down at first. 2 down in the inning. Off for the Bobcats, number 9, Lucas Hively. Hively's the batter for the Bobcats. 2 down. And Alexander, he gets a sign from the Lions catcher. Ball taken inside. Hively call, strike 1. 1-1's the count. Alexander backs off the rubber. Now he's on, gets a sign, and he kicks and delivers off a plate. 2-1's the count. Home plate umpire, Chad Goff. And Jerry Marsh is the umpire out on the base pass today. Hively with a foul ball. 2-2's the count. Hively digs in. He slides his hands up the bat. 2 strikes, trying to make contact. He swings, pops the ball up down the right field side. It's going to drift out of play. Hively just trying to stay alive. Looking to get a base runner on here in the 5th inning. First 2 batters of the inning out. And Hively swings. It's going to be a fly ball to... He's lost it. The right fielder's unable to make the play. And Hively stand-up double ball in between the right fielder and center fielder. Just shy of the 318 sign. And a Bobcats got a runner in scoring position. Up for the Bobcats. Number 12, Connor Jones. Hively with a stand-up double, 2 out. A stand-up 2-out double in the bottom of the 5th. And Jones looking to add a run here. A big 2-out run with a hit right here. Jones takes a pitch in on the hands for ball 1. Hively the runner at second for the Bobcats. Two-0 Cats with a 2-run lead here in the 5th inning. Bobcats 4 and the Lions 2. Off the plate, 3-0's the count on the batter. On deck batter for the Bobcats, number 23, Ben Worthy. Pitch right down the pipe. Call, strike 1. And Connor Jones. Take strike 2. Full count. 3-2's the count on the batter. 2 down in the inning. And a swing and a hit. Right back up the middle to the center fielder at the lines. Hively on the run. He's going to score. They throw home. No way. He beats the throw in by a mile. Big RBI single by Connor Jones. And the Bobcats add a run here in the 5th inning. 5-2 score. Up for the Bobcats, your right fielder, number 23, Ben Worthy.
That might be all he.
Coach Harkin, head coach of the Scotts Hill Lions, makes his way out of the dugout. Pitcher and catcher meet at the mound. Big RBI single by Connor Jones here. And we have a pitching change. Right fielder for the Lions is going to be taking over on the mound. And that will be number 1, Colton McPeak. Coach Dancer is a lefty for the lefty for the Lions coming in to
face the lefty.
In relief of Alexander will be number 1, Colton McPeak.
He's going with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Yep.
First, put the bench back together with them backwards somewhere. We had a backboard somewhere.
A big RBI single for Connor Jones. He's able to drive in Hively from second. All this with 2 outs in the inning.
Sparks is warming up.
Activity in the Bobcats bullpen. Who's warming up, Coach Dancer?
Sparks is warming up.
Nicholson Sparks warming up down in the bullpen for the Bobcats. And McPeak has finished his warm-up tosses. Ben Worthy back at the plate. He digs in. Runner at first, 2 down. The runner at first, Connor Jones. And
Good take.
McPeak calls strike. The Bobcats will have to adjust at the plate. Alexander was one of the hardest throwers that the Bobcats have seen this year, but McPeak looks to be more of an off-speed pitcher. He's a lefty, and Worthy grounds it back to McPeak for the 3rd out of the inning, but the Bobcats, they score 1 with 2 down. They take a lead after 5-2 for the Bobcats. What do we have? 1 hit?
1 round, 2 hits.
In the bottom half of the 5th, the Bobcats score 1 on a couple of hits, leave 1 stranded, through 5 complete, score. Bobcats 5 and the Lions 2.
Lowry, Mooney, Lewis.
Due up for the Lions in the top half of the 6th inning will be Lowry, Mooney, and Lewis.
This will work. We should turn it on because we don't have to fix it. Supposed to work. Gotta get the ceiling fan.
Parker Childers, he's back on the mound for the Bobcats. Almost complete, fixing his last warm-up pitch in between innings. And Yop throws it down to second, and it ends up in center field. But Will Jones goes over and picks it up and fires it back in. Six outs left for the Lions here in this ball game at McNair Central. Up for the Lions, number 3, Charlie Lowry. Lowry, the batter for the Lions, here to face Parker Childers. And Childers doesn't like the baseball. We change it with. Uh-oh, should have kept it. And Lowry's hit by pitch to start off the 6th inning. Coach Franks calls for time, makes his way out of the dugout. Infielders congregate on the mound. Batter for the Scottsdale Lions will be Logan Mooney, their 3rd baseman. Coach Franks is going over the defense for the Bobcats, also to check on Childers. And he makes his way back to the dugout, and we're ready to play ball here in the 6th inning. Lions with a runner at first, nobody out. Childers, he gets a sign, Yop. Fakes a throw down to first. 1-0's the count. Mooney, the batter for the Lions. He swings, pops it straight up. Yop makes his way back to the screen, but it's going to be in foul territory. Unable to make a play on it, foul ball. Parker Childers gets another baseball from the umpire behind the plate, and he's ready to deliver. Called. Strike 2. 1-2's the count.
I thought right there again.
Bobcats looking for a 5-4-3 DP ground ball right here. Childers, he delivers. Ooh. Almost called strike 3, just off the plate. 2-2's the count.
That fool gone.
Childers, he beautiful pitch. Off speed, breaking pitch for Childers, and it's a call. Strike 3 on the batter.
Right field, center field, 1-2.
Up for the lines, number 12, Nathan Lewis. What has he done this ball game, Chris?
2 with a double.
Couple of hits, he's got a double.
The old ground ball.
The Lions got a runner first. Ground ball to Parmley at short, and he makes the toss to Jones at second, and it's a 6-4-3 inning double play. Just what the doctor ordered for the Bobcats. And we've got a lead, 5-2. They didn't have a hit, did they, Chris?
No.
No hits, no runs for the Lions in the top half of the 6th inning. Score remains the same. Bobcats 5 and the Lions 2.
Deaton.
Due up for the Bobcats in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Will Deaton, Tanner Parmley, and Will Jones. Coach Datcher, a pitcher's best friend, the old 6-4-3 DP.
I just said we need a double play in there.
Just what the doctor ordered here for Parker Childers in the top half of the 6th inning. Action down in the Bobcat bullpen. Bobcats are 3 outs away from getting a victory here in a District 14 AA matchup with the Scotts Hill Lions. This is the first year for the Scotts Hill Lions to move up into District 14 AA action. And they will be a force to be reckoned with in district play. They're undefeated going into this game, 4-0. So this is a big game for the Bobcats. And McPeak is the pitcher for the Lions. He's completed his warm-up tosses. Up for the Bobcats, number 45, Will Deaton. First pitch of the inning from McPeak. Ball off the plate. 2-0. It's the count on Will Deaton. Bobcats looking to add to their lead. They've got a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Call strike 1 on the batter. 2-1's the count.
What is it?
And a pitch outside part of the plate. Call strike 3. 2-2 on Will Deaton. He digs in, swing. It's a swing and a miss. First out of the inning for Bobcats. Up next for the Bobcats, number 5, Tanner Parmley.
That's a whipping, man.
1 out in the inning. Parmley steps in the box. He looks at a pitch off the plate. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter on deck. Mason Latham is warming up in the on deck circle. Parmley takes a strike to even up the count, 1-1. And the third pitch of the at-bat is low. It's 2-1 count on Parmley. Swing and a foul ball down the right field line makes his way out of play. Parmley trying to get on the bag here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And he's done it. A single, clean single, back up the middle. And the Bobcats, they have a runner on with one out. Coach Franks makes his way to the home plate umpire. And we're going to have a pinch hitter. Pinch hitting is number 25, Mason Latham. Pinch hitting for the Bobcats, number 25, Mason Latham. Latham is going to pinch hit for Will Jones, and Will Jones will re-enter and go back to center field in the top half of the seventh inning. One out. Latham's at the plate, and Tanner Palmer is a runner for the Bobcats at first. Latham takes a first pitch. A little, a little high. He wanted to swing at it, but he held up. And call strike. 1-1's the count on Mason Latham. Pick-off attempt at first. Tanner Parmley able to make his way back to the bag. Also, McPeak, another pick-off attempt on Parmley. Trying to keep the runner close so we'll stay out of scoring position. Latham swings, and it's a foul ball. Back off the screen. 1-2's the count on Bobcat batter, number 25, Mason Latham. Bobcats with a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Runner at first, one out. And Mason Latham swing and miss, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Off for the Bobcats, number 10, Braden Rickman. Braden Rickman with 2 outs, leadoff batter for the Bobcats, and he takes a pitch off the plate. A good stop by the Lions catcher to keep that ball from going to the screen. Another pickoff attempt. Parmley down at first. McPeak trying to keep Parmley off the bag at second. Braden Rickman with a swing and a miss, and we're 1-1 to count on the batter. And McPeak, the pitcher for the Lions, calls time. And he's ready, back on the rubber. And Rickman tries to hold up, but it's foul ball off the bat of Braden Rickman. Two down. Parmley's a runner at first, and he's trying to steal a bag down to second, and he's in there. And Parmley's in scoring position. 2 down for Braden Rickman. 2-2's the count. Coach Dancer, Braden's had 2 or 3 good at bats so far in this ball game. Let's see if we can get a hit. Nope, he's unable to come through with a hit, swing and a miss, and that'll take care of the Bobcats in the 6th inning. No runs on 1 hit.
Leave 1 straight.
In the bottom half of the 6th, the Bobcats, they have a hit, unable to score, and leave him stranded through 6 complete. Score. Bobcats 5 and the Lions 2. Due up for the Lions in the top half of the 7th inning.
Beecham.
Hunter Beecham, Heisman Austin, and Hunter Manus. Parker Childers back out on the mound for the Bobcats. The Bobcats 3 outs away from a District 14 AA victory over the Scotts Hill Lions. But it'll be 1, 2, 3 in the lineup for the Lions here in the top half of the 7th inning. So Parker Childers got his work cut out for him. And Parker Childers has completed his warm-up tosses in between innings. Yop fires it down to second, and we're ready to get the 7th inning underway. Off of the lines, number 9, Hunter Beecham.
He's 1 for 3.
Got a home run, a solo homer to lead off the ball game for the Lions. It's only hit of the ball game for the leadoff batter for the Lions, Hunter Beecham. And Parker Childers, he gets a sign from Yop, and we're ready to get the 7th inning underway. Swing and a miss.
Parker guessed it up a little bit there.
Childers immediately ahead in the count, 0-1. Ball inside, almost hit the batter. Kind of jumped out of the way, didn't he, Coach Dancer?
Almost got him.
1-1's a count.
Mm-hmm.
Call strike 2 on the batter. Good pitch by Parker Childers. Off speed breaking pitch.
Foot outside there.
And it's 1-2 count. And he has struck out the leadoff batter for the Lions here in the top half of the 7th inning. Beautiful pitch by Parker Childers. Up for the Lions, number 15, Heisman Austin. One out, top of the 7th. Parker Childers, he's in control out here on the mound for the Bobcats, and he's throwing strikes.
He gets the hat trick if he strikes out here.
Parker was the pitcher of the year in District 14 AA last year, and he is really mowing down the line so far. He come out of the bullpen in relief of his brother, and he's pitched an excellent game so far. 1 out, top of the 7th inning. Batter for the Lions hits a fly ball to the right fielder. Worthy's over, and he makes the play, and it's 2 down in the inning. Tough play for Worthy, but he's able to catch it. And the Bobcats 1 out away from a victory here in this. Off of the Lions, number 22, Hunter Manus.
1 for 2.
Ground ball on the first pitch to Hively. He feels it. Throws across the diamond. Pulls Will Deaton off the bag. It'll be an error on Hively. Would have been the 3rd out of the inning and would have completed this ball game, but the Lions are still alive. They got a runner at first with 2 down. Up for the Lions, number 1, Colton McPeak. Error on Hively, 2 down. And Parker Childers. Those are pitched in on the hands of the batter, McPeak. He's a left-handed batter, and almost hit him 2-0, and Yop goes out to the mound to settle down Parker Childers.
Good job by Deaton to keep it in front.
Coach Dancer, it's a sign of what a good pitcher has to do. You have to work around errors. It happens. And Yop's satisfied with the chat with Parker Childers. And Childers takes a look at the runner at first, and it's a swing and a foul ball.
Gotta make him hit it. Can't walk in here.
2-1's the count on the batter. The runner at first means nothing for the Lions, so Childers is focusing, and it's a ground ball, but it's fouled off the front foot of the batter. And it's 2-2's the count.
You okay, bro?
2 down.
That backdoor curve.
Childers, he gets a sign, and he's working out of the stretch. And a swing and a miss. And that's the ball game. Final score, Bobcats 5 and a Scotts Hill Lions 2. Winning pitcher coming in relief out of the bullpen, Parker Childers. And that's the ball game. Final score: Bobcats 5 and the Lions 2. Winning pitcher in tonight's matchup is Parker Childers. Same two teams tomorrow at Scotts Hill. Game time 4 o'clock for the JV, followed by varsity action close to 6 o'clock. Bobcat fans, make your plans to attend tomorrow's action at Scotts Hill. On behalf of the Scotts Hill Lions and the McNeary Central Bobcats, we would like to thank you for attending tonight's game, and everyone have a safe trip home. What's the final line on Childers?
He went 5 innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 6, and walked nobody.
Parker Childers threw 5 innings, 1 hit ball, shutout, struck out 6,
Walked nobody.
no walks, and he picks up the victory. That improves his record to what, 1-1, Chris?
Pull it up. I got it right here.
I think he's 1-1 on the season. Like I said during the broadcast, Parker Childers was the pitcher of the year last year in the District 14 AA, and he threw the ball well tonight. Same two teams tomorrow.
2-1.
He's 2-1. His record is 2-1 on the year. Same two teams tomorrow. Scotts Hill. Thank you for watching the Facebook Live broadcast, and we're cutting out.